Welcome to our video. We're here to help. A series of videos created by the Student Business Services Office at Estrella Mountain Community College. The topic for this video is paper checks and processes associated with those checks. Let's get started. When a student has money owed to them, a student refund is initiated at the SBS office. If the student has not set up direct deposit in their student center, a paper check is printed and mailed to the student's address on file, also located in the student center under Profile. Refunds can stem from many scenarios, but the most common include financial aid disbursements, including book advances prior to classes beginning, or changes to a course schedule which may create a credit on the account, say from a dropped or canceled class. If students don't elect to set up direct deposit, a paper check is the only method Maricopa uses to get money out to students. Even when tuition is paid in cash, a refund will always be sent to the student via check unless direct deposit is available. Understanding the Financial Account tab on the Student Center is helpful in keeping track of transactions happening on the student account. This page can give the student a concise snapshot of all charges and credits for a semester. If a student drops a class and does not replace it with a different class, a credit will be issued to the student for the payment they made. If a student is awarded financial aid like FAFSA or a scholarship and there is excess funding left over after tuition is paid directly to the campus, a refund is initiated to the student for those excess funds. This example shows what a typical student account can show with tuition, payments, and a refund. The dates are on the far left in chronological order. The charges to the account are in the middle right column. The payment is shown in the center right column. And the refund is shown in the far right column. This example shows a student made a payment on December 4th and can be seen in the center column marked payment and circled in purple. On January 8th, a book advance was issued to the student from FAFSA, that is seen circled in green in the far right column. If a student sets up direct deposit, the third-party site where all the refunds are housed is a useful tool in seeing all disbursements to the student over the course of their time at EMCC. In this screen you can see examples of mailed checks, then later direct deposits after several checks went missing due to the student not updating their address on file. From time to time, checks don't always end up in the student's mailbox, or are missed and discarded by accident. When this occurs, the check in the Nelnet screen will show in a printed status. In this status only, a stop payment can be done to void the missing check. This comes with a $25 fee to be paid by the student at the time of the request or deducted from the new check. If the deduction is chosen, a form will be emailed to the student email address to fill out giving SBS permission to deduct from the next check. When a stop payment is done, the check is no longer valid. If the student finds the check after the stop payment is completed, there should not be an attempt to deposit or cash the check, as that will result in the bank rejecting it and likely charging the student a fee for a voided check. It is vital that students make sure their address on file is up to date. It is not uncommon for students to discover they have checks that were mailed to them and have long expired. The district office in Tempe will initially attempt to contact the student via a mailed letter asking what the student wants to do about a check that was issued but never cashed. Other times, the student may set up direct deposit and view their account summary to see that one or more checks are labeled as expired. Students can ask the SBS office if the funds can be reissued. Usually, expired checks over a year old will not be available to reissue. Generally, the funds were from a FAFSA disbursement. But it doesn't hurt to ask SBS to make sure. If SBS attempts 3 times to send a refund via a printed check and the checks expire each time, eventually the funds will be sent to the state for potential future collection by the student. SBS highly recommends setting up direct deposit to ensure refunds are received securely and in a timely manner. For help with setting up direct deposit, see our video on this topic on our YouTube homepage. Thanks for watching. We hope you found this video helpful, and if you need additional assistance please reach out to SBS. Remember, we're here to help.